Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Joelle and today we have a yoga practice for the trapezius muscle. So really wonderful if you've been dealing with any pain or tension in the shoulders, the neck, or the upper back. So we'll get started lying on our backs and make sure you've got a little bit of space behind you. So not too close to the top of the mat. You can keep the feet planted, settle the lower spine into the mat. And then bring the hands, interlace them behind the head, letting the elbows rest down. It might feel nice just to close the eyes here for our first few deep breaths in and out together. And we'll make this posture a little bit more active by pressing the back of the elbows down into the mat. Press, press, press. And release. And let's try that 2 more times. So press the elbows down into the earth. Hold, don't give up. And release. And last one. Really pressing them firmly down. See if you can keep it even on the left and right side. Press, press, press. And release. Really nice. Keep the arms as they are. Keep them down on the ground as we lift the head up just an inch. And then settle the head back into the hands and press the back of the head through the hands as if you wanted to really drive that head down into the floor. And again, we'll try that 2 more times. So lifting the head up an inch, poking the chin towards the ceiling. And then rest it back down and keep going. Press the back of the head through the hands. And last time, lift that head up, hold it there. Rest it back down and press the back of the head into the hands. Beautiful. You can release the hands, bring them alongside the body. And then bring the fingers of both hands up towards the sky. We're going to send one arm forwards and one arm back. So reach the arms in opposition and then really pull the arms away from each other. See if you can create as much space as possible between the fingertips of both hands. And then release and return the hands to the sky. And we'll switch sides. So reaching the arms in opposition once more. One goes down, one goes up. Once you've arrived, pull the fingertips apart, really reach, release, and bring them back up towards the sky. So 2 more on each side. You can go at your own pace, reaching long, pulling them a little bit further apart, and then returning to the sky. And then switching sides, arms go long. See if you can do this without bending the elbows. And then release, and last time on each side. Reaching long, letting that go. And last one, really reach, creating more space. Let it go. And return the hands to the sky, and then alongside the body. Wonderful. Simply roll to one side, making our way up to hands and knees, any way you'd like to get there. So shoulders above wrists, hips above knees. We'll take some little scapula push-ups here. So keeping the elbows really straight, dip the chest down just an inch or 2, and then dig the fingertips into the mat as you press the mat away, doming slightly through the upper back. And keep going. So the chest dips down, and then pressing back up. Keep a little bit of engagement in the abs too as you keep flowing through this motion. Arms are really straight here. Let's just take 2 more. Last one. Great for building strength, and then sit yourself back down onto your heels or any other comfortable seat you'd like to roll the shoulders back. We'll bring the right arm out in front of the body, make a fist, and keeping that arm really straight again, start circling the shoulder forwards. So just take about 3, exploring that range of motion, and then reverse, taking that shoulder back, still keeping the arm, the elbow really straight. And once you've done that, we'll turn the head to look over the right shoulder. And same thing, so with the head in this position, taking 3 shoulder rolls towards the front with that right arm. And then 3 rolls back. See if you can keep this motion really fluid. Observing what you may find along the way. And once you've done that, turn the head to look over the left shoulder now, away from that arm, as once again you take those 3 shoulder rolls forwards. Great strengthening move for the traps. And then 3 rolls back. And really nice. Let that go. You might even like to circle the shoulders back a few times or shake out the arms. Just notice how you feel. And we'll see how we do on the other side. So reaching that left arm out in front of you, making a fist with the hand. Head faces forward at first as you take those 3 shoulder rolls forwards. And then 3 circles back. Notice if the elbow's trying to bend or cheat. And then take the gaze over the left shoulder towards that arm as you circle forwards about 3 times. Perhaps one side is easier or harder than the other, reversing. Notice any little pops or clicks, quite normal. We're not used to strengthening this area. And then looking over the right shoulder, and last time taking those 3 shoulder rolls, going forwards. And then taking them back. And release, really nice. Roll the shoulders back, see how you feel already, great job. And we'll come back towards hands and knees. This time we'll take a little variation of puppy pose. So offset your left hand just outside of your mat, turn the right hand so that the thumb is facing upwards, and slide that right hand towards the upper left corner. So kind of a diagonal puppy pose here. Think about sending that right hip far behind you, creating space between the hip and the fingertips. And really direct your breath towards anywhere you feel sensation as you reach just that little bit further. And on your next exhale, press firmly down into the left hand to lift your way back up. And same thing, second side, offsetting that right hand slightly, turning the left hand so the thumb faces upwards, sliding that hand towards the upper right corner as the left hip reaches back. And again, maybe a different sensation on this second side. Maybe you notice you're going a little bit further, or perhaps it's more challenging. Final deep breath here. And exhale, press the right hand down to lift your way back up to hands and knees. We'll take a few more of those scapula push-ups. You're welcome to take them on hands and knees once more, or perhaps you'd like to join me in plank pose. So lifting the knees, pressing the heels back, slight tuck of the tailbone, squeeze of the glutes. And same thing, the chest dips down just 1 or 2 inches. and then press the mat away. So no bend in the elbows. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is how we get our shoulders to do the work. And wherever you are, let's take 2 more. And lower the knees down if they weren't already. Sit yourself back towards the heels, and we'll take a child's pose, but a little variation. So you can separate the knees slightly, big toes are together. Walk the upper body down towards the mat. And then once you've arrived, you can slide that left arm out towards the right. So we'll take a twisted child's pose. So the left side of the head might come down to the mat. And it's up to you what you do with this right arm. You can reach it forwards, or another nice option is to place the back of that right hand towards the lower left side of your back, over towards the left hip. Think about really reaching those left fingertips as far towards the right as they can go while keeping both sit bones grounded towards your heels. And let's hold here for a few breaths. And then releasing that right hand back to the mat, pressing yourself up, maybe just sitting up tall to roll the shoulders back once more, observing if anything is different between left and right sides. And we'll even things out by walking yourself forwards once more into that traditional child's pose. And then once you've arrived, you can glide that right arm underneath you, over towards the left as far as it'll go, resting the head down. Left fingertips perhaps continuing to reach forwards, or maybe bringing the back of that hand over towards your right hip. Feeling a stretch in the outside of the right shoulder for a few breaths. Last deep breath here. And place that left palm back to the mat to lift your way up. Find a comfortable seat now, perhaps sitting cross-legged. Let yourself sway a little bit from side to side. And then take a big circle in one direction with that neck. Really slowly. And circling back the other way. Returning the head to center, letting right ear fall towards right shoulder. Maybe you crawl the fingertips away of the left hand. Maybe you add on the weight of the right hand on the top of the head. And then turn the chin down towards that right shoulder. Transfer the right hand to the back of the head. And once again, press the back of the head into that hand. So really press, press, press. And release. Bring the hand to the forehead to help that head back to center. And we'll try the other side, letting the left ear fall towards the left shoulder, walking the right fingertips away from you. Adding on, if you'd like, with the left hand. And eventually turning the chin towards the left shoulder, holding the back of the head. And then pushing the back of the head into that left hand. And release. Let that hand come to the forehead. Bring yourself back to center. Place all 10 fingertips into the mat beside you. Take a few rolls back with the shoulders. Keeping all 10 fingertips pressing down firmly. And then take a few rolls forwards. Bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart and really press the palms against each other. So really fight for it here. Each hand resisting the other. Press, press, press. And release. Beautifully done. I do hope that you enjoyed this yoga practice. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is an area that you would like to continue working on, I do have a mini challenge. It's completely free, 3 days. For the upper body, which you can find by clicking right here or the first link in the description box below this video. And I would love it if you subscribed so that we could meet on the mat again very soon. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.